Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a little bit of a frustrating video to film, to be honest, because I'm filming this while I buy it, and you guys pretty much know what this series is already if you've been on my channel for quite a bit, but I'm filming this while I buy it and I have to film it in yet another location because the lighting in my room is just so bad. It is really dark in my room and I couldn't film in there, and I also couldn't film in the guest bedroom because it was really dark in there. So right now I'm filming in this room right here, and I know that this is not ideal lighting at all, but I feel like it's better than those two rooms. It definitely is, and I feel like I can sort of be a little bit more relaxed in this room because this room does have pretty diffused artificial light, which means I don't have to worry too much about like just racing against the sun in my videos, because it is raining outside, and I think that that's why it got dark so quickly, because it literally is like the middle of the afternoon and it's dark outside and it's frustrating. But yeah, there's that. And also I was kind of want to give you guys a little bit of an update. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, by the way, just skip ahead. I will put a timestamp on the screen and down below if you want to skip ahead to the bulk of the video. But I want to say that I'm kind of like, oh gosh, I really am sorry for not replying to comments this week, for not being as active this week on YouTube as I kind of should have been. You guys do notice that I post videos every single day, and that has been pretty much what I've been doing consistently. I post videos every single day, and I've been pretty consistent about posting them at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, which I pretty much do all the time, but I haven't really been replying to comments, and I haven't really been interacting with you guys as much, and I don't know if you've noticed me not do that or not. But the truth of the matter is, like, I've just kind of been super stressed out with like my life recently, with my personal life, also the fact that I have work, and the fact that I have school right now. And since we are in December, like, we're at a time right now when I have so many papers due, so many finals to complete, so many things to study for, and I have like to worry about transferring and classes for next semester, and it's just such like a big hoopla, and I just haven't necessarily had a chance to actually sit down and watch YouTube videos, let alone to reply to the comments that you guys leave me. And I want to just touch on that because I really want to let you know that I'm kind of like, I don't want to come across as being entitled or being like being ungrateful for any kind of message you send me or any kind of comment you leave me. And I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but even if you haven't noticed, I just want to say I'm sorry if I haven't really been replying to comments, because I really just have been so stressed out and so busy with my life in general that I just simply have not had the time. And it's just that when I have like a paper due the next morning, you know, I can't necessarily be like, oh yeah, let me take a break so I can reply to YouTube comments, because I'm not taking a break, and if I'm taking a break, it's probably going to be a coffee break, and I can't necessarily think about YouTube when I literally have no free time on my hands whatsoever. Even though, yeah, most of my free time does go to YouTube in general, but you know what I mean. So anyway, now done with that, I'm going to go ahead and get into this video, because I have been talking, I feel like, for quite a bit, and I don't know if that was necessary information or not, but I just wanted to update you, and I just wanted to explain why I have been a little bit absent off of social media lately. It's not because I don't care, and it's not because I feel like I'm too like I have better things to do with my life. It's just that I literally have to get my priorities straight, and I'm kind of like, okay, YouTube or school and work, and it's kind of like school and work trump everything else right now. So that's pretty much where I'm at. So anyway, let's just segue into this video. So the first thing that I have is the Glamlite Pizza Palette. I just feel like this is like a very gimmicky palette for me, and I feel terrible for saying that because it's an out-of-the-box idea and it's an interesting idea, but I don't feel like it's a palette that I am necessarily inspired by. I don't feel like it's something that necessarily calls my name, and I don't like the idea of spending, I guess maybe this is just me, but I don't really like the idea of spending money on something that's gonna be like in pizza packaging, because I don't know, I don't really want that. So then the next item that I want to talk to you guys about is the Tom Ford Spring Collection. Now, I'm just going to speed through this quite quickly because this is a cute collection, but it's Tom Ford, and I feel like, yeah, Tom Ford has a customer which is basically very conservative in their makeup style, because Tom Ford customers are usually people that have a significant amount of money to be able to spend on super expensive makeup, in my eyes anyway. So I think that this is an interesting collection for those kinds of people, but I personally, I mean, this is not something that I'm like super intrigued by. They have like a powder in here, they have some illuminating drops, they have an eye and cheek palette that is going to retail for $155, okay? And then they have a lip product. So yeah, like, and then they have some pencils. But like, I'm not interested in this whatsoever, because it is way too expensive, and I'm just not like too intrigued by it. So the next item that I want to talk to you guys about is this item right here from Lawless. They're coming out with their first eyeshadow palette, and this is going to be $64, and this is for the holidays. Now, this palette for me, not necessarily doing much, I know, but it's really not giving me life. I'm not really interested in it. I do think that it might be an interesting palette for someone to try out who is into neutrals but still wants to be a little bit pushing it, I guess, with the yellows and with the deep reds. I feel like this might be an interesting palette for that kind of person. But for me, I'm just not interested in it because it's just a little bit basic for me, and it doesn't really fit my personal makeup style, which is right now like very vibrant, and I love a lot of like bright colors, and that is what inspires me right now. Next, I want to talk about this Juvia's Place palette right here, and this I think is an amazing launch. Even though I'm not too into this, this is a Juvia's Place Nubian mini eyeshadow palette. This happens to be a mini version of their original Nubian palette, the palette that really I guess put them on the map, that everyone was into a few years ago, and they created a mini version of it with key shades basically in a mini condensed packaging. I love this concept. I want them to do this with pretty much every single palette they have created, because I would love the idea of having like a mini masquerade, a mini magic palette, a mini Zulu palette. But I think that they're trying out, like they're kind of testing the waters out with this launch. But I personally did not necessarily like the shades in the Nubian palette, and these are not shades that appeal to me, but I would love to see this kind of like theme or this kind of concept echoed with their other palettes. Like, this is such a good idea. This is so cool. I love this idea. And this is only $8. Like, imagine them coming out with like other $8 palettes. Like, that would be amazing. Like, that would be so great. I hope that they do that. But I don't know if they will or not, but I really hope they do. Now, this next brand is called Terra Moons Cosmetics, and they're coming out with their Playing with Fire palette. And personally, I don't necessarily think that this is at all interesting for me, because as you very well know, I'm not necessarily into many neutral colors. I don't really find them inspiring for me, and I don't find them appealing. So this is not necessarily a palette that makes me think, oh my gosh, I want to get it so badly, because this is just not my makeup style, and this is not what I look for when it comes to new makeup. But of course, it's always fantastic to see new indie brands come out with like new items. It's just a really exciting thing for me anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys this palette, because if you're interested in it, then of course you can consider picking it up. This Kylie Cosmetics Holiday Lip Trio. By the way, if you haven't seen the video where I redesigned Kylie Cosmetics like Chill Baby palette, it's going to be in the cards. But Kylie Cosmetics, they come out with like a lot of holiday stuff around this time of year. I don't really like Kylie Jenner's liquid lipsticks, and I understand that there's one gloss in here, but I honestly, like, I'm not interested. I'm just not. This is like this huge anti-haul. Okay, so Juvia's Place is coming out with the Tribe collection, and they have a variety of items. The first items I'm going to talk about are these Tribe highlighters. Now, I personally love to see highlights with diverse shades. So of course, Juvia's Place is known for their diversity. I am really excited about that. So yeah, these do look like pretty highlighters, but I'm just like not necessarily interested in them myself because I personally do not necessarily have a need for any highlighters in my collection at this moment because I have so many that I love and that I adore. And see, the thing is with highlighters, I feel like you can just put on like whatever like kind of highlighter on your skin, and at the end of the day, highlighters tend to look very similar. So there is another reason why I'm not going to be picking these highlighters up. The next item from Juvia's Place that I want to talk about is this Tribe palette. This palette right here is a palette that I do really love the color story in. I feel like this is a cool concept. I feel like this is a cool color story. Will I be the first to get this palette? No, I won't. Mostly because I'm rarely the first to get anything. I'm like always the person that kind of sits back and lets everyone do their own reviews, and then I get the palette or the item after I have sort of come to my own verdict. I rarely like experimenting by like getting palettes like at a moment's notice, you know what I mean? But I do love this color story, especially that top row. Very pretty. That neon yellow. Ooh. I love it so much. Okay, moving on though. Okay, this is so like, oh, this next item, so irritating for me because I'm so conflicted. Okay, this is the new holiday launch from Lunar Beauty. If you don't know, this brand is created by Manny MUA, and see, the thing is, I love this packaging. This packaging is everything to me. This concept is everything. They have a lip gloss and then 2 liquid lipsticks. They have a lip bundle, and then they have a highlight palette, a eyeshadow palette, and you can get the entire collection as a bundle as well. This packaging is amazing. You guys know that I'm not typically someone that's like, oh yeah, I love this packaging, so of course I'm gonna get this item since I love the packaging so much. But I seriously have not liked the packaging in makeup so much in my entire life. This to me is so freaking cool. Like, this packaging is so cool. Like, I love the Medusa inspiration. I love it. But the colors inside of the palette, not too interested, like at all. Like, these are just kind of boring colors for me, but the packaging is so cool. It's so cool. But the colors inside, like, I'm just not inspired. I just feel like this is way too basic considering how, like, you could have easily taken the concept of Medusa and you could have gone so wild and so creative and so, like, interesting, but instead the packaging kind of, like, just gets me all excited, and then the actual product inside is just boring. So I'm not into this. Let's talk about this. This is a sneak peek from Huda Beauty that she has released. Apparently they're going to release this, and it's related to eyeshadows. Okay, it's some kind of eyeshadow related product, and these are the swatches. I am predicting something like that along the lines of a liquidy eyeshadow. I thought that these were lipsticks initially, but then I saw that they were eyeshadows, and I was so intrigued by that because I was like, okay, are we going to be doing like a liquidy eyeshadow? Is this going to be like a super pigmented formula? I'm interested. I mean, I would love to see liquid eyeshadows kind of like become more mainstream in 2019, and I feel like they might. So this is like interesting. I don't know. Okay, this is going to be available December 26th. And I'm like super interested in finding out what this is. I have no idea, but this might be interesting. And plus, like, the swatches are quite pretty. Fenty is coming out with a new gloss bomb, and I have here a comparison between this new gloss bomb and the other 2 glosses that they have, which I also own. But this is going to be called Fussy, and this is a cool kind of pink color. Very, very fun looking. I love this color so much. I feel like I'm very tempted to get this myself because I already have the other 2 Fenty glosses, so I might get this. I don't know how soon I'll get this though. I don't think that I'll get this anytime soon, but it's a gloss that I already love, and I feel like this is going to be a beautiful color to wear as well. So this I am putting on my list. I might get this at some point, not anytime soon because I'm kind of trying to pull myself back, but I might get this. Okay, so this is from this brand called Ami Beauty Cosmetics. Now these are going to be single eyeshadows, and I saw this and I was super intrigued by that selection of green shades and also that red shade and also that pink. I love this, so I might check this out. These are so beautiful. I might get this myself. So there's this item called the New Sugar Palette from the Peachy Queen blog. Now this is an indie brand that I've not heard of before, but I looked at this palette and I was so intrigued. I love these colors. I love the fact that they're two pressed glitters, very interesting, and then you have like these bright pinks and bright purples, and then you have a little bit of pastel thrown in. So I like this. I like this. Plus the packaging looks so interesting, so I don't know. This might be an interesting thing to try out. Express Me is coming out with some new glitter glazes. I saw these colors and I was like, I like it so much. I don't know if I'll get these anytime soon because I kind of do have some glitters coming into my possession at some point within this month, but I think that these are kind of cool, and I do like the idea of having like a lime green glitter. You guys know that I cannot resist glitter. I love glitter. I cannot resist a good glitter. So if I see this again and I see someone talk about it and they do so in a favorable manner, I might get this. Okay, so this is an eyeshadow palette from Makeup Maniacs. Ooh, okay, so this is the perfect combination of colors that I like and colors that I do not like whatsoever, because you have the blues, you have the green, you have the yellow, you have the red, but then the other colors are kind of basic. So like I look at these colors and I'm not like instantly inspired. I'm not like motivated to be like, oh yeah, these are so pretty, these are so cool. I'm just not interested because these are just colors that I do not wear and I know I won't wear, so this just honestly, it will be a waste if I got it, so this is a pass. This brand called Wanda Perez Cosmetics is coming out with some lip glosses. I'm kind of like torn because part of me is like, okay, yeah, this gloss that is like the second from the left is really cool because it's really light and it's not necessarily something that I don't already have, and it's not necessarily something that I have in my collection already, but then I'm looking at it again and I'm kind of like, I don't necessarily find myself excited or interested in these glosses whatsoever, so I'm not going to be getting this because I personally am not too intrigued by them, so I'm just not interested. So MAC Cosmetics is coming out with metallic liquid lipsticks. I'm dead. And not in a good way. Okay, not in a good way. Not in a good way because, okay, this is, oh gosh, okay, I can't get it. Alright, so this is the type of item, this is the type of item that no one's interested in. I genuinely want to know. I want to know if anybody wants this in their lives and who these people are, because I don't know who these people are. I literally, oh gosh, okay, now my hair is messed up. It was already messed up. Oh gosh, there's hair in my mouth. Okay, who wants this? Like, who wants this at this point? Who wants a metallic liquid lipstick? I don't know who does because I can't think of anyone who does want it. Okay, but then at the same time, I can't think of any reason why a brand would think that putting out a metallic liquid lipstick would be a good idea unless they thought that there was a market for that. I don't understand this. Like, I mean, aren't we done with liquid lipsticks that are metallic? Like, isn't everybody fed up with them? Like, why are brands coming out with them? Like, it's confusing to me because no one wants a metallic liquid lipstick anymore. No one does. And it's just, these colors would be cool as eyeshadows, as liquid eyeshadows, but they're expecting people to put these on their lips. I'm confused. I really am. No. Another thing that I'm confused about, Becca's newest launch right here. This is a blush, bronze, and highlighting trio. Who wants this? Who buys it? Like, it's called Ocean Glow. I don't get it. I really don't. So that's pretty much it for this week. I just threw my phone, and don't worry, it landed on carpet, you know. Oh gosh, okay, let's have a little bit of a shift in position. Alright, this is good. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. Those are all the items that I have to talk about. Nothing really stuck in my mind except those single eyeshadows. So like there's just really nothing that's like too intriguing for me in this week's video, which kind of sucks because I'm kind of feeling a little bit deflated, but at the same time it's kind of good to have like some weeks where you can sort of like sit back and like not be too overwhelmed by things that look interesting. So yeah, even though we have a different background for this video, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Let me know, do you think that it would be a good idea for me to like sort of switch up backgrounds in my videos, because I post a video every single day. So are you guys getting bored of me like posting a video in the same setup, or do you want me to sort of like switch it up, or like just try and film in like different places? Because there are many different places I can film and they all look better with good lighting. Because like this room, for instance, looks amazing when I have like nice natural light coming in, and when it's not like raining, and when it's not dark. So this might be an interesting room to film in. Then there's also like the guest bedroom that has like some really bright natural light. So I might be switching things around a bit. You let me know what you think. Do you want me to switch things around, or are you satisfied with where I'm at with my regular setup? Let me know. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.